welcome back to my channel. I have discovered something. So I've been watching some FlossTube channels. I took a hiatus from watching FlossTube. I just get jealous of everyone's projects, especially since I'm not starting any right now, which I'll get into in more detail in a little bit. But so I kind of stopped watching other people's FlossTube channels because a lot of the fun of it is looking at other people's projects and trying to decide if I want to start them for myself. And since I'm not starting anything, hashtag no new starts 2021, I just didn't see much point. But I've been running out of content because I've been spending a ton of time stitching lately. I've just been really into cross stitching. So I've watched a lot of everything, and so with lack of things to watch, I went back to watching FlossTube. Long story short, I've discovered that through passing that a lot of people watch these updates as a way of entertainment while cross-stitching. Who'd have thunk? And whilst I do that myself, it never occurred to me that this is a common practice. And thus, many people like longer videos so they don't have to do as much searching when they're trying to find something to watch. So the key is long and yet entertaining. And a lot of times I find that I ramble on about nonsense, and so I cut all that out and make my videos 20 to 30 minutes long because I think it's better to just keep in the meat and potatoes and cut out the spices. But I'm going to do it differently this time. I'm going to include more stuff about my life, and I'm not going to cut anything out. So let me know what you think, because if it's better to go back to 20-minute Sarah, I'll go back to 20-minute Sarah. But this video, who knows? Well, I'm sure I'll reach capacity on my phone's memory card, so it ought to be interesting. That being said, let's begin by saying I made a great purchase at a thrift store. Sometimes I like watching thrift hauls. I don't know, I like watching everything. I am an eclectic viewer of YouTube. But anyway, I was in the car working, coming home from work, and my husband makes these lovely iced coffees, but we don't have lids for these cups. I don't know where they are. So I had this in the car and I was just holding it, and all of a sudden it went shoop, because there's no handle. It's just but it keeps the ice from melting for like hours. It's great insulation. But anyway, the cup just went out of my hand, and I quick caught it before tragedy struck. However, it kind of went sploosh and got all over my uniform, and also my shoes. So my shoes got wet, and that will not stand. I cannot tolerate standing there in wet socks and shoes. So we had to go to Goodwill because it was Sunday. That was the only thrift store open, and I am a thrifter. Sometimes I'll shop at Old Navy, but mostly I buy everything I own via thrift. It just was something endowed in me as a child to shop smartly. So I spend all my money on toys and keep all the essentials dirt cheap. In any case, I got these shoes. They are Earth Spirit, which are actually pretty pricey. But look at these. They're practically new. Even the soles, like, they're barely worn. I got them for $8 at Goodwill, and these things are like pillows on my feet. Usually I wear these foamy flip-flop things, which do the trick. They're okay, but these shoes, I put them on and it was like, "Oh, my feet," said Sarah. "What is this?" It was a lovely experience. So I was very pleased. Plus, they're a size 9. I usually wear size 10, so I was happy to wear a shoe in a size 9, and they fit me because it made me feel like my feet aren't so ginormous. So anyway, that happened. I don't thrift very often either, so when I do, sometimes I buy furniture with this mindset that I'm going to refinish it. I have probably 4 pieces of furniture that I've never done anything with because I watch videos on YouTube about furniture restoration and get this idea in my head that I could do that too. Do you guys ever do that? Like, watch these videos? Like, the other day I was watching videos about this girl that makes shrinky dinks. She like does shrinky dink keychains and sells them, and was showing how she does these shrinky dinks. And I thought, I want to make shrinky dink keychains too. I don't know why I get these ideas in my head. So I end up buying the stuff and then I never do it. Well, I didn't do it this time, but a lot of times I'll go buy it. Like, I have all these pieces of furniture in my basement that I want to sand down and restore, and I'm never going to do it. So God bless my husband for having patience for me. But in any case, so I made notes. Today's notes I took are on, I got this from Sticky, the August edition. Here's the notepad. Isn't that adorable? The theme, I think, is digital games, like gaming. Yeah, like, so like game systems and stuff. Moonspice is the artist. But anyway, so I took my notes on here. And I wanted to talk about, so I talked about my shoes. I can cross that off the list. It's the little things that make me happy in this world. And I was really happy about the deal I got on those shoes and how comfortable they were. Also, I got a lovely card in the mail. So I had sent out some stickers, extra stickers I had, and a giveaway a couple weeks back. And I got a thank you card from Paula Badger. So, Paula, thank you for the card. It was really nice for you to think of me and to send this to me. So I really am grateful to you for that. Another gift I got in the mail was I am a part of a private group that does they're called Secret Sisters, where everyone has their own lady that they pray for and send gifts to. And every month we're supposed to just send a little something to each other. And then after a couple months, there'll be a big reveal as to who was sending to whom, who was sending what gifts to whom. So I got my first gift from my secret, what they call Secret Sisters. She's my secret sister. And I put in my journal the card that came along with it. She said, a gift for you. It came from Amazon. It says, pens and stickers for your journaling. I hope you find them useful. Enjoy. Praying for you, from your secret sister. So she sent me a pack, and I don't have the pack anymore because my son loves pens. Anything with colors, like these colored caps. And yeah, actually right now he's distracted. So that's how I kind of snuck in here and decided to do this video. So anyway, I got these colored pens. They're from Mr. Pen. I had some like this, and they've all gotten lost from Lincoln getting hold of them and just running off, fists full of pens, in delight, squealing, because he just loves markers, pens, any type of stationery item. So I am going to try to keep these hidden as best I can from him so I can use them. But she got me pens and stickers. So these stickers are actually very generic background stickers. There's 6 of them. 6 packs. There's on the back you can see they're very generic, which is exactly what I need. Because that's upside down. Because and you don't need to see all of these, but you get the hint of what they are. They're like different flora and stuff. But I get in my membership to Sticky, I get sheets of stickers that are artist featured, like the ones I'm using right now. I'm used some of them, but here's it's like artist featured. And then this second sheet, this is also artist featured. So I don't want to, like, I like to stack them, layer my stickers, and I don't want to layer an artist featured sticker on top of an artist featured sticker. So what I need are generic background stickers. So like I'm using these right now. You can see how it looks here. But let me show you last week's because it's a fuller sheet. So here's my artist featured stickers. And then behind them, if you can see here, are these background, like here, are these background stickers. So they add layers to the journaling without me covering up somebody's artwork. I mean, I appreciate whoever did those stickers, but they're not featured stickers. So anyway, long story short, it was exactly what I needed without realizing I needed it. So I was super, super excited. Squealing into the light. I woke my husband up from his nap just to show him these because I was so happy to get them. So I can't wait to find out who it was that sent them so I can tell her how grateful I am and show her how I used them, how they were the perfect gift. So anyway, that's all I got in the mail. And I have to talk about where I've been. So I know I haven't, sorry, I have a hair. I haven't been posting videos because, well, the first week I didn't really have a lot to show you. And then week number 2, I went to Otakon, which I've been talking to you about a lot. So the whole journey, well, we started out, we got about 45 minutes into the journey when I realized I forgot the girls' costumes. And we had to turn around and go back and get them. I felt so bad. It made me so stressed out. So by the time we got there, it was super late. They still were able to go, but I couldn't go to the convention very long. I was actually supposed to be with my son while my daughters hung out with each other. And we were only there for 30 minutes when little Lincoln pitched a fit. I had to take him home and back to the hotel and put him to bed. So Ronan, my older son, didn't have much of an experience Friday. And then Saturday, I got really sick. So I spent the whole day in bed Saturday. Fortunately, he was able, my son Ronan was able to go with the girls and still have a good time at Otakon. This is my 11th Otakon, I think, that I've been to. So it's not a huge deal for me to miss it, but it was his first time. So I really didn't want him to miss out on all the experience. So he was able to see most of everything that happened, which I was grateful for. I got to see the AMVs. There's a list here. It's anime music videos. So they take anime clips and put them to music. And then you get to vote on it. Here's the Amv Contestant List. So here was all so they have different categories: drama, action, romance. It's my favorite thing to do at Otakon. I just go and vote on these different sections, the music videos, and it gives me a chance to check out different animes that I might not have heard of to go back and watch later. So actually, all the ones I voted for were the ones that won in their categories. So that was pretty cool. I've grown up watching anime. The first anime that really got me hooked on the anime culture is called Perfect Blue. It came out in the 90s. And in the drama category, the one video was done to Perfect Blue, the anime. So it was cool that won in its category, and I voted for it because of the anime itself more so than the video, but it was a good video too. But it's great that Perfect Blue is still resonating with a lot of people because it was such an amazing anime. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it for the lighthearted. It's a bit of a psychological thriller, but it is really good. So, in any case, the girls dressed up. So, my younger one dressed up as Diria, which is this elf real estate agent from an anime called Dragon Goes House Hunting. It's a comedy anime. It just came out this year, so not many people knew who she was. And then my other daughter dressed up as Toru, which is a dragon maid from Miss Obanashi's Dragon Maids. So I thought the two of them together would be Dragon Maid Goes House Hunting, which I thought was hilarious. But nobody really put it together. But anyway, they turned out really nice. I'll have some pictures to show you that. Their costumes were great. I know they worked on them a lot. My mom worked on it a lot with them. I really appreciate the effort she put into it. I used to do a lot of costuming in my youth, but I had a baby with me. It was just too much work to have to worry about that right now. So I didn't do anything this year as far as dressing up. I don't know if I will. I'm 40, and it's just like you got to get to a point where walking around in high heels and tight anime outfits is just not for you anymore. And God bless the ladies that are out there still strutting their stuff in their 40s and 50s, but I'm okay just wearing yoga pants and a Naruto t-shirt to anime conventions these days. Anyway, so moving on from that. So that was Otakon, and let me look at my list here. So the last thing I want to talk about is the projects I'm going to do next year. So I've been saying I'm in No New Stars 2021. There has been talk of doing No New Stars 2022, which I'll probably participate in. That being said, I had to plan in advance what I want to start to do because I only have 1 month, the month of December, to get everything started to have it ready for next year to continue participating in this event for next year. So my original thought was to do 5 new projects, take 5 new projects into next year. However, I can't seem to whittle it down past 7. So I might end up doing 7 instead of 5. Which is fine, except the more things I start, the less time I have to work on the things I'm already working on, and so the longer it's going to take to complete them. I had planned to finish 3 this year, and I don't know if 7 is such a good idea, but I can't seem to part with any of them. So, that being said, I figured I'd spend the next couple weeks showing you some of the things that I thought about working on, and then show you the things I'm going to do for sure. I'll show you the top 7, but I want to show you the ones that I kind of ruled out too. The ones that I would love to start, but I'm not going to start next year because I have too many things already. So, but things this week, it's going to be a little different because I want to start something from Long Dog Sampler. I have 2 things I'm already working on from Long Dog Sampler. It's one of my favorite designers. And I want to start a 3rd project from them. I'm just stubbornly determined to start a 3rd project from them. But I can't figure out which one I want to start. I've narrowed it down to 3. And I've gone to my dear close friend, like my best friend, my husband, and my oldest daughter for their opinions. And they've each picked one of each of the 3. My best friend picked one, my husband picked another, and my daughter picked another of the 3. So I can't freaking decide which one I want to start. I love them all very much. They all have beneficial qualities, So I'm going to show them to you. If you have opinions, please put them in the comments below. But you will know by the end, well, October is when I'm going to make the final decision, everything, and start making my purchases, because I'll have to get the thread, the linen, the Q-snaps, everything ready in November. You know, I'm going to have to beg my mom for more grime guards. My mom made a lot of the grime guards I have already. So I'm going to have to beg her to make me some more for the new frames for my new projects. When she's in the mentality of, don't you already have enough things to do? So when I tell her I have 7 more projects I want to work on. Oh, but anyway, I want to get all that ready in November so that I can actually do stitching in December, because I need to have 200 stitches on each of these projects to make them qualify to be listed as projects I'll be working on next year. So, long story short, here are my 3 long dog sampler pieces that I would like to do one of. One of these is going to be started next year, so it is up to you and to me to make a decision on which one. So the first is my friend's choice, which is Whitsun. She likes the unicorns in this particular piece. I like the little creatures on the bottom. They're very akin to like Atari pixelization. It's weird things that make me drawn to things. Now, that being said, I will point out, even though I love Long Dog Sampler, they have the dumbest quotes on some of their things. They just are really, no offense, but I don't like some of their quotes. So don't let the quotes on the pieces be a deciding factor on your choices, because I am probably going to change them. I don't even read the quotes. I'm looking at the overall image, because the words can be changed. I know with other pieces I got from Long Dog Sampler, they give you a sample alphabet in it. So I can always, I'm sure if they don't have them in these pieces, they're going to have it in another one that I can use the alphabet off of to stitch my own thing, whatever I want to put on there. So, yeah, don't let the quotes be the deciding factors. But anyway, that's my first option, my friend's choice. My husband's choice is, and I don't know if I'm saying it right, Le Cerise? I took 4 years of French that amounted to nothing in my adult life, but I think it's Cerise? Le Cerise. He picked this one because of, it's talking about plants, and he's really into gardening stuff. I originally liked this one because of all the colors. I just love stitching in colors. And this one has a lot of crazy kooky colors. There's a lot of black to it as well, though. So that's the one thing that, I don't know, it seems awfully black around the edges. So, it almost looks like 90s. Instead of medieval. Like, I really like stitching old style, like remakes, like the Unicorn Badger, Peacock one from A Scarlet Letter. I like a lot of stuff from A Scarlet Letter. Not doing A Scarlet Letter next year. But I do like a lot of their stuff, and I'm probably going to do something in 2023 from them. But anyway, so I like older style stuff. This one looks a little bit more modern for some weird reason because of all the black in it, but I still like the images around the corner, around the border. I think it has a lot of appeal. So that was my husband's choice. And then my oldest daughter's choice is I can't read my own writing. Is it Waiters of the Dawn? Watchers. Oh my God, Sarah. Watchers. Watchers of the Dawn. She likes it because it looks like medieval style art. I like it because the same reason I like this pillow. I've talked about this. Ugly, weird, googly-eyed animals. This is from IKEA. For any of you that had not seen this in a previous video, I got this from IKEA, mainly because the deer is looking in 2 different directions with his eyeballs. He's like really cross-eyed. Anyway, totally worth the $40 it cost. It's kind of expensive for an IKEA pillow. But anyway, yeah, I like the animals. How I don't want to say they're badly drawn. They're just goofily drawn. So that's what drew me to this one, and I like the colors. How there's a lot of colors in it, and I'm just drawn to a lot of colors. So anyway, one of these 3 has to be picked for 2022. So help me decide. Should it be my husband's choice, my best friend's choice, or my daughter's choice? Which one is going to win the prize in this department? So that being said, I'm at 26 minutes. I'm not editing. So this is going to be a much longer video than usual. I just want to talk about my progress. I've done a lot of stitching that you've not seen. First of all, I'll show you the stitching. I finished my ornament at the end of July. I did the hedgehog. So, and actually I reached the end of this. This is the whole, all the animals. So we'll just do a walkthrough. I did bear, if it comes in focus, and bear, owl, penguin, dog, squirrel, and now hedgehog. And I'll put another picture in because I know that my video camera doesn't really show the detail. So that's the end of this strip of 28 count. I have 2 more to do, a fox and a mouse. So I'll do that on another piece of scrap, 28 count, once I start it. And then I'll be done with all the ornaments. And then I'm going to go back, put them in little hoops to frame them, and then put everyone's name on them, backstitch everyone's name for all my coworkers for their Christmas presents this year. So, yeah, I finished that in July, and I just didn't get a chance to show it to you. So that's done. Now, as far as August, I did Captain Ratbeard, and I will show you where I was at the beginning of the month. This month, I actually finished all 4 pages. So there was a couple pages that weren't completely done. Finished all. So this was actually my goal for the whole year, was to do 4 pages, and I finished it now. So I'm thinking I might be able to get 2 more done before the year's end, because I'm still going to continue to do 1,500 on this, a part of the Pain-Free Craft Challenge, PAINE, Pain-Free Crafts, which is where I got this. So I'm doing 1,500 stitches each month for their Facebook group. I'm really hoping to win one of the raffle prizes, because every month they're giving out a free pattern to the winner of the month. And I really want to win, because one of the 7 for next year will be a pain-free craft design. There's just too many that I want from the store to deny myself. So I already know, I'm pretty darn sure I know which one it's going to be. But I'm going to save that for my video in October. So in any case, here's where we're at with Captain Ratbeard now. And I'll put it side by side. So I'm pretty pleased. Hold on, let me get my light closer. Excuse me. I'm not going to edit this out, because I'm not doing any editing. Okay, there we go. Okay. There. So, yeah, this is kind of the bottom of page 4. I know I've kind of gone down below it a little bit, same as over here, but that's the bottom of page 4. I mean, the 4 pages. Yeah, 4 pages complete. I find that a lot of people are calling this my lantern piece, because the lantern on it, my friend called it that, and I was thinking, what the heck is she talking about, lantern? It's Captain Ratbeard. So that's cool. To each their own, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to call it. Artwork by Chris Dunn. It really transfers well into stitching, so that's pretty cool. The other one I'm still working on, my other Chris Dunn piece from Pain-Free Crafts, is Bedtime Stories. So I'll show you that one. and where I was at the beginning of the month before I started. I just can't get enough of doing full coverage right now. I'm really into it. So I've been stitching like a fiend. I actually am going to finish doing my 1,500 stitches in 3 days. I'm going to finish it tonight. I only have 200 stitches left. So this isn't complete 1,500 stitches, but I'm not going to show it again this month because I only have 200 stitches left to do. It's just not enough to really show a difference between where it was and where it is now. So anyway, this is where we're at now. I'm going to put it down here and the other one up top. So that's the full, this is complete. I showed it last month. I finally reached the end and did the top area so I don't have to keep unscrewing this and moving the scroll down to stitch up there. So yeah, this is total left to right done up top, which is kind of cool to see. It's smaller than I thought it would be. Not that I'm complaining. I don't need to be any bigger with all the stitching that I'm doing on it. But these are, if you saw in the picture, these are some books here. And I even like how this little picture transferred over, how there's these little stickers here, the little pieces of tape holding it up on the wall, even showed up on the stitching. So yeah, it looks really cool how that carried over. Did you see the mouse on Captain Ratbeard? He's holding on for dear life. See, there's his face. It's his teeth. He's kind of like, ah! And here's his arm holding on to this rope up here. And the other arm's kind of off the page here. But yeah, he is not as brave as his captain. Maybe he's smarter than his captain, though. His captain looks... Sorry, I'm talking right into the mic. His captain looks really fearless. No edits. I hope that doesn't blow out anyone's ears. My other full coverage I worked on is Zelda. So I really want to work on this more. And this is the problem I'm going to have next year because I want to work on all these projects. I just don't have time in a month. You don't have enough time in a month. I put 1,000 stitches on this. There was a lot of colors because I did this on Pick to Pat, PIC number 2 PAT, picktopat.com. So I took a picture, put it on Pick to Pat. I did this before I started purchasing patterns. This was only the second thing I've ever stitched. This is my second start ever. And the first one I did on Pick to Pat. So this was before I started buying patterns. And I understand the importance now of honoring artists. However, this is like a video game picture. So even if I buy it in Etsy, I'm just buying it off of somebody else that took someone else's art and made it into a pattern. So forgive me for that. But in any case, I posted this on Pick to Pat. And I think I just stopped my video and restarted it because my space is starting to max out. So I told you I'm going to run out of space because I do this on my phone and I have way too many things on my phone. I'm going to run out of room. But I'll just delete stuff. I'll delete apps to make room for this if I have to. Anyway, so there's a lot of confetti on this. There's a lot of colors. And there's probably 30 colors that are less than 100 stitches left to do. So this time I did 1,000 stitches, but I was kind of like trying to get rid of colors, like scale down the colors. And I do this on that Pattern Keeper app, which I can't live without Pattern Keeper. But I really wish the app allowed you to have the option to delete colors from your list if there were no more to stitch on your pattern, just so I could see what's left. Because I have probably 15 colors on there that have no more stitching that needs done. It would be nice if I could just eliminate them. But anyway, here's where we're at. So you may not see a whole lot different, except here. I put a lot of stitching on that shield. That's all new. All this here. And I did some down here on the sword. That's all new, like around the sword. I'm trying to focus up here as well. Getting a lot of stitching done up here. But it's very time it takes a lot of time because it's so much confetti. It's so much confetti. But anyway, so I'm kind of bouncing around. I keep saying my goal is to work down from up here. I filled this in a little bit too. But I am kind of doing that, but at the same time I get kind of ADD distracted and start putting colors in elsewhere to just, like, I'll start a color up here and say, oh, well, there's only 30 more stitches left. So then I go color hunting and I put all the stitches in at other places. I'm really struggling with this. I did a video about this, but I stitched this sideways. So I had to cut and attach an extra piece of Ada at the bottom to make sure that was long enough. And I think it's going to turn out okay once it's all put on here. We'll see. It's definitely an experiment, but I'm going to keep going with it. You know, I'm not going to scrap it because of this one mistake, but I am definitely struggling trying to keep this lined up. And, yeah, I don't wish it upon anybody to have to deal with it. I don't know an easier way to do it though. But this stitching is to try to keep everything in place here so it doesn't start dripping or drooping down. So anyway, yeah. I love working on this. It reminds me of my son, Lincoln, you know, because of Link. This will go into his room along with 3 other projects I'm working on. Poor Lincoln. He's going to have like cross stitch all over his room. Okay. And then my last 2 things I worked on, I did my Peacock. I took this with me to Otakon because I only had to take 3 colors, so it was a lot less stuff. You know, I took 3 flosses along because it's only 3 colors I'm working on with this. And crap, I already moved it. You know, I moved it to the next square. So I have to take this off. I'm not going to itch my nose because I can't edit it out. So it's just going to stay itchy. Okay, here we go. There. This is what I did. The grapes. So this is riddled with error. I think because I was trying to stitch on it while I was sick at Otakon. But you wouldn't be able to tell unless you did a side-by-side comparison, and I'm not going to change it. I think it looks well enough, even with all the errors. So there's that. So I only have 2 more months to do, and then the border. The border is going to take up so much time, and it's only they only give you 2 months to work on it in the stitch along. November and December. So I'm probably going to do a bunch of it in October too, to try to not get overwhelmed by it. So this is September and October. I don't know which one's next, but one of these is September, one's October. And then also in October, I'm probably going to start on that border so I can get this done by the end of the year. This is one of the 3 that I hope to finish the end of this year. Hello Pumpkin is another one, which I did not work on yet, so I don't have it here to show you. But the last one I worked on is quilts. And this one I really I'm going to have to push to get done, but I really want to get done by the end of the year so I can give it to my mom for her birthday. My goal was to finish the whole 3rd section, which is a large section, and I pulled it off. It took a lot of time, but I managed to get it done. So here it is. Section 3. Look at that. It was a lot of fun. I love stitching on this. I love the color scheme. This is also by Long Dog Sampler. Fortunately, there's no quotes on it, so I don't have to change it. I'll just change the quotes because it doesn't have any. But yeah, so I just have, so next month I'm going to bring down this border on either side. There's one on this side too. Do the zigzag across here, and then I'm going to start working on this. There's a little strip of houses right here, which will be section 4. So I'm going to do as much of that as I can in September, and then in October, you know, I'm going to do the next border and then start working on that big part on the bottom so I can get it done, all done by the end of December, then get it framed sometime during the Christmas holiday season. Probably after Christmas, I'll go see if I can get it framed professionally since I'm giving it as a gift. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. These were fun, these wheels. It's interesting. A lot of combination of stitching and back stitching on those. But anyway, yeah. So, that's all I have to show you, and it's only been 30 minutes. So I guess, I think it's because I talk too fast. I'm gonna have to talk slower. It's the coffee. When I drink coffee after a while, I just start talking faster and faster. So I start to sound a little manic. So we'll just call it a manic Monday, eh? But that's all I have for you today. Thanks for making it to the end and hanging out with me. It's always fun to see comments and things. Everyone has such positive energy, and everyone's so very motivating. So it's a great community, and it's always great to hear what you have to say. So please comment, like, subscribe, share, but comment about that long dog sampler, those 3 pieces. I'd love to know what everyone thinks, because I need to make a decision on that. So, all right, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!